gentlemen, and today I'm going to be talking about the history of Cleopatra. Cleopatra, the seventh philosopher, was queen of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt from 51 to 30 BC, and its last active ruler. She was a member of the Macedonian Greek general and companion of Alexander the Great. The next slide is called Cleopatra's reign. Cleopatra the Seventh ruled ancient Egypt as co-regent, first with her father, then with her two younger brothers, and finally with her son for almost 3 decades. She was part of the Macedonian rulers founded by Ptolemy, who served as a general under Alexander the Great during his conquest of Egypt in 332 BC. She was well educated and she could speak various languages. Some of the languages she could speak were Egyptian, Greek, ancient Italian, Hebrew. She served as the dominant ruler in all 3 of her co-regions. Her achievements include influencing the politics of Rome and improving the Egyptian economy. She had 4 children, 3 with Mark Antony and 1 with Julius Caesar, and formed military alliances with the Roman leaders. Her supposed exotic beauty earned her an enduring place in the history and popular myth. She died at the age of 39 years old by poison from a snake. The poison from a snake could be an asp or an Egyptian cobra. These are my conclusions. She was an ambitious and intelligent woman who could communicate in many languages. She made Egypt strong by forming military alliances with Romans, and she was very ruthless. Thank you for your attention. I hope you like my presentation.
We have our second presenter, alum, Abigail Akapu. She's coming to talk about the human body. Please, can you clap for her?
Hello everybody, and I'm going to be talking about the human body. Next slide. Is my body the same as that of others? See, humans are born every second, but every one of them is different, so is each of us. No 2 people in this world look, act, or think alike. Each person is unique. Can we see all our body parts? Not all our body parts are visible. We can only see our skin, hair, nails, and hands and feet. Other body parts, like the heart, brain, stomach, and kidneys, are inside our body. We use our hands and legs for various activities. We use our hands to hold objects while our feet help us walk about. How does our skin protect us? Our skin is the largest organ in the human body and is also one of the most important. It covers the body, protecting it from heat and harmful bacteria. It also prevents the body from losing too much water and other nutrients. What are hair and nails made of? Hair and nails are made of a hard substance called keratin. Hair grows out of the skin all over the body, except on the lips, the soles of feet and paws. All of the hands. The nails are fingers and toes attached by their roots, which fit into grooves in the skin. Nails are flexible and cone-like in appearance. The roots of nails produce new cells, making the nails grow. This means that the oldest part of the nail is the fingertip. A pigment of color called melanin determines the color of our skin and hair. Why do we need a skeleton? The skeleton gives shape to the body and holds it up. It also protects the internal organs from injury. The skull protects the brain, while the rib cage in the chest. The chest protects the heart and lungs. What is the spine made of? The spine is also called the backbone, contains rich bones called vertebrae. The spine holds the body upright. It also lets us twist, bend, and protect the spinal cord. How many bones do we have? There are 206 bones in our body. We are born with 300, but many of these bones fuse together as we grow more. Than half of the bones in our bodies are in the hands and feet. Our hands have 26 bones in each. Why do our teeth fall out? We get our first set of teeth by the time we are 3 years old. These are called milk teeth. Our milk teeth start falling out by the time we are 5 years old. Our milk teeth fall out because they are pushed out by the permanent teeth behind them. Soon our permanent teeth will replace all our milky teeth. Why do we move? Our muscles allow us to move. Without muscles, we wouldn't be able to walk, eat, or even blink. We have about 650 muscles in our bodies. They do many things, including pump blood and help lift heavy objects. Some of the biggest and most powerful muscles are located near the spine. These muscles help keep us upright. How do muscles work? Muscles are made of fibers that can stretch like rubber bands. These fibers help all muscles contract and relax. That is how muscles help us move. Why do we feel pain? Our body is sensitive to touch. We can feel if something is not cold, rough, or smooth. We even feel pain, which is really a signal that something is wrong with the body. This is because there are several tiny nerves running to our body. Sound. We can hear sounds all around us. When something makes a noise, it disturbs the air around to create waves. These sound waves are picked up by our ears. The waves enter our ears and bounce off the eardrum, making it vibrate. Like a camera, our eyes have lens and a film called retina. We are able to see when light falling on an object bounces and passes through the lens and falls on the retina. We cannot see in the dark since there is no light to pass through. The lens help capture an image of the object on the retina. Now, our noses can detect about 10,000 different smells. Take a close look at your tongue in the mirror. The dots you see are called papillae, and they contain taste buds. There are more than 9,000 taste buds on the surface of your tongue. When we eat, the taste buds detect small particles of food in the saliva. Tiny hairs in the taste buds send messages along the nerve to the brain, which identifies the taste. Where does the food we eat go? The food we eat go through an amazing journey called digestion. All the good nutrients are absorbed by the body, while the waste goes out as urine and solid waste. Thank you.
Let's clap for her.
Our next presenter is KKB Samuel Akapo. He is coming to talk about the universe. Please, shall we clap for him? How old is the universe? The universe is very old. Astronomers believe that a huge explosion in the sky was responsible for its creation. This took place about 14 billion years ago and is named the Big Bang. What is the universe? The universe is a dash of space. Everything we see in the sky, stars, the sun, the moon, and the planets are all parts of the universe. Earth, the planet we live on, is also a part of the universe. What is a galaxy? A galaxy is made up of gases and stars. Some galaxies are small, with only a few stars in them, and others are very big and contain several billions of stars. There are 3 types of galaxies, namely spiral, elliptical, and irregular. Which galaxy does Earth belong to? Earth's galaxy is called Milky Way. Our sun and the other planets also belong to this galaxy. The Milky Way is one of the largest galaxies and is shaped like a whirlpool. The planets, along with the sun, are based at the far end corner of the Milky Way. How many stars are there in the universe? It is impossible to guess the number of stars in the universe. The Milky Way, our galaxy, has over 200 billion stars and is only one of the billion galaxies in the universe. How old is our sun? Our sun is believed to have formed along with our solar system. What are planets made of? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are called gas giants as they are made of gases. They are big in size. But are light and move very quickly. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are called the rocky planets. These planets are made up of rocks and metals like iron and nickel. They are heavy and slower than the gas giants. Do all planets have rings? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are the only planets in our solar system that have rings. Saturn, which has the biggest ring system, was the first whose rings were discovered. The rings of gas giants are usually made up of ice particles, dust or rocks. Why is Earth called the blue planet? Earth is called the blue planet because around 70% of its surface is covered with water. This makes the planet appear blue when from space. What is Earth's atmosphere made up of? Earth has a blanket of air around it called an atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere can sustain life. It consists of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and small percentages of argon and carbon dioxide. Earth's atmosphere protects us from asteroids, meteors, and harmful radiation from the sun. Is Pluto a planet? Pluto is no longer recognized as a planet. Pluto was discovered in 1930 by Claude Tombaugh. It was originally classified as the ninth planet in the solar system. In August 2006, the International Astronomical Union declared Pluto a dwarf planet. What are tides? Tides are the rise and fall of the sea level around the world. Most places near the sea witness 2 high tides and 2 low tides every day. Does the moon really change shape? The moon does not have light of its own. It reflects the sun's light. When the moon moves around the earth, we can only see the part of the moon that are illuminated or light up by the sun. This makes eclipse. An eclipse occurs when a celestial body is temporarily out of sight because it has been covered by the shadow of another celestial body from Earth. We experience 2 kinds of eclipse, an eclipse of the moon and an eclipse of the sun. Space shuttles. Space shuttles are designed to carry people and things to space. A space shuttle must reach an amazing speed about 28,200 kmph to escape some Earth's gravity. Astronauts in space. Astronauts with a special design set of clothes that protect the astronauts from the harsh environment of space. The suit provides the astronauts with oxygen, maintains the temperature, and protects the astronauts from intense heat and radiation. The first person to land on the moon, Neil Armstrong, was the first person on the moon's surface. The moon Apollo 11 was launched on 1969 with Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Clone on board, while Collins stayed in the Armstrong and walked around the moon. Are we alone in the universe? This question has intrigued mankind for so many years. There is no evidence to prove if there is life beyond Earth. Several missions have been launched to search for evidence of life on Mars and on the moon of Jupiter, Saturn, but we are yet to find living beings on this planet. Thank you.
You can do it better. Give a round of applause. That's a nice presentation.